Glam Girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. I'm a beauty enthusiast and consultant who loves to talk about everything dealing with beauty and makeup, and today I have my May favorites for you. And I didn't think I had a lot of favorites, and now I'm looking at it and I'm like, I got a few things to talk about. So let's get into it. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it, and I would love for you to subscribe and join the Glam Girl Squad. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let's get right into this video. You guys know I love Dossier. I've worked with them multiple times, and they are a brand that I just feel deserve all of the limelight. And so I'm so happy to be working with them again to share with you two of my favorite fragrances that I have received from the brand. So if you don't know anything about Dossier, they are a company that makes amazing fragrances that are inspired by other designer or niche fragrances. I have like over 10 fragrances by them. Highly love them all. I love their simplistic packaging. It has a magnetic cap, and the quality speaks for itself. And I kid you not, like I said, I have over 10 of these fragrances, and I would say I have about half of the designer or niche fragrance that the Dossier ones are inspired by. So I have been able to truly smell the original fragrance and compare it to Dossier's version. And I kid you not, I always like the Dossier fragrance more than I like the original fragrance. Even my husband, one time, he smelled an original one, smelled the Dossier version. He was like, I like this Dossier version one better. He's like, why would you spend all that money when this one is so much better? And I was like, my thoughts exactly. So anywho, the two fragrances that I want to point out today are Ambry Vetiver, and then I have Woody Sandalwood. So first we have Ambry Vetiver. This is inspired by Byredo Bal de Freak, and that is a very unique fragrance. And I'm not gonna lie, I still haven't gotten on board with it. I have the original fragrance, I have it back there, and it's so unique, and I want to love it, right? I want to love it. So I was like, considering that I tend to love Dossier's version of fragrances better than the original one, I wanted to try their version of it. I like their version better. It's perfect for the springtime, summertime. When I smell this, I think sunshine, bright sunny day, very crisp, clean, fresh air, and it's a light fragrance. But one of the amazing things about all of the Dossier fragrances that I own is that they last from sunup to sundown, and you smell them on yourself from sunup to sundown. Now, of course, as the day goes on, the fragrance is gonna fade some, but like I can still smell it at the end of the day, and I love that. The notes in Ambry Vetiver is bergamot, lemon, buchu. Middle notes are orange blossom, marigold, and violet. And then base notes are gonna be vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. So Ambry Vetiver is amazing. And Dossier always suggests layering your fragrances. So they said to layer Ambry Vetiver with Ambry Saffron, which y'all know I love Ambry Saffron. Love, 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 love it. And I haven't done that yet, but I'm gonna do that because I just saw that on their website, and I was like, oh my gosh, why have I not done this? The other one that I want to talk about that I think is just a beautiful scent is this one. It's called Woody Sandalwood. This is inspired by Le Labo's, what is it called? Le Labo Santal 33. And this one is stunning as well. Le Labo, I adore the Dossier's version of Le Labo Rose 31. So theirs is called Floral Rose. I have worn that one to pieces. I would say that's probably my second most favorite Dossier fragrance. So I wanted to try another Le Labo inspired scent. So top notes are violet leaves and cardamom. Middle notes are orris, ambrox, cedarwood, and cypriol. And then base notes are musk, sandalwood, and amber. It smells so good. It smells so good. So there's definitely some musky scents in it, obviously. I do smell the sandalwood, and I've really come to love sandalwood. A lot of my favorite fragrances tend to have some version of like sandalwood or cedarwood in it, but it doesn't smell too woody, in my opinion. It is quite warm, so I would wear this fragrance in like either the wintertime or like a warm summer's night. This is a bit I don't want to say strong, but it is a bit strong. So I wouldn't wear this during the day because I feel like it's a bit too much for the daytime. This is definitely more of like a nighttime, like kind of sultry type of fragrance. But it still has some freshness to it. So I absolutely love it. Like I said, I will put a link down in my description box of these two fragrances. I highly suggest you check them out. And if you have any questions about any of the Dossier fragrances, let me know. While we're talking about fragrances, I have a couple more fragrances that I want to talk about. So for Mother's Day, I asked Sean to give me a few fragrances, and he did oblige, and I wholeheartedly appreciate him for that. So I got a sample of Valentino's Born Aroma, Donna Born Aroma fragrance, and could not stop using it. Like, could not stop using it. And if you saw my April favorites part 2, where I did a lot of skincare, body care, fragrance favorites from April, you heard me already talk about this, but I wore this so much in May. Very sweet. I'll put the notes on here because I don't have them memorized, but this is a very sweet fragrance. And a lot of times I don't really like sweet fragrances, but if the sweet is done right, oh, I'm here for it. This one by Valentino is definitely done right because I don't think it's too sweet that it smells like candy or that it's for like younger people. Like, I don't think Maddie and Emma should be wearing this, but it is so sexy and beautiful and like seductive and flirty in the best way. So absolutely love this one. And then I wanted to try Ariana Grande's Cloud. I do not like this cloud right here. This makes it look too kiddie for me. This looks a little more sophisticated, but I do keep it in here just because, you know, I don't want to throw it away, but I just don't like it. Anywho, the scent though. So this one supposedly is supposed to be like a dupe for the MFK's Baccarat 540. I don't agree with that. I can see why people might think it sort of kind of smells like it because it does kind of have that same medicinal smell like when you first spray this, but the dry down is completely different. This is also a more sweet, marshmallowy type of fragrance. And I think this has pretty good longevity too. So I really do enjoy this one. This is a lighter type of fragrance. If you don't like something too heavy, if you don't mind a sweeter fragrance, I think you would enjoy this one as well. And then, now I just told you I don't like sweet. I don't like it to be so sweet that it smells like candy. But I'm about to show you a fragrance that I forgot about. So I was in Marshall's and I ran across this fragrance and I was like, I think I used to like this one. And I bought it, smelled it, and was like, take me back to circa, 2004? Pink Sugar, y'all. Did any of y'all used to wear this one? This is the most sweetest cotton candy smelling fragrance I have ever smelled, but it's done right. So I actually would buy this for Maddie and Emma. When I went to Ross, they had like a mini size of it and I almost picked it up, but they only had one. If they had had two, I would have bought it for Maddie and Emma. So I do think this is a fragrance that is extremely sweet. I do think this is one that would be maybe more fitting for like a younger person. But I think it's done right to where if you are a little bit more mature like myself, that you can wear it and enjoy it. Doesn't give me a headache, doesn't smell cheap. At least it doesn't smell cheap to me. And I love this. Like, I'm so glad I stumbled across it because I would not have picked this up. I wouldn't even have thought to pick it up like from Ulta or anything like that. I just forgot about it. So yeah, those are the fragrances that I've been loving either in May or like before May, like the ones I was telling you about from Dossier. I've been using those for like a couple months now, or maybe 3 months now at this point, but just sharing them now. Okay, now on to the face and the makeup. So as we've been getting into some warmer months, like most people, I change up my moisturizer. I really love thick, hydrating, creamy moisturizers. I love them. I have more normal skin, a few dry patches here and there, but I love me a good moisturizing, hydrating like succulent moisturizer, okay? But in the summer, you know, I tend to want something a little lighter. So I do my skincare, and one day, so you already know it's gonna be Danessa Myricks. Let's just get that out the way. But I was watching one of her Teach Me Tuesdays, and I was reminded of how much hydration her Yummy Skin Glow Serum contains and how much it actually hydrates the skin, balances the pH, does all the things. And I was like, you know what? Let me start using this as my moisturizer. See how my skin likes it. My skin loves it. I don't even feel the need to put another moisturizer on after I have put this on. So I'll do my normal skincare. I'll do my toner, my serums, eye cream, and then I'll go in with this, and my skin loves it. Absolutely loves it. I have both shades, Main Squeeze and Juice Boost. In this video, I used Main Squeeze. I have Juice Boost upstairs, which is the darker shade. It doesn't matter, they both blend into the skin. So if you're from the fairest to the deepest, you can wear either of these shades. And I absolutely love it as a moisturizer because it is so hydrating to the skin. And it's also very lightweight, so I don't feel the need to either add another moisturizer after I've used it, or it doesn't feel too heavy to go under makeup because it's obviously formulated to wear under makeup. So have been loving that. Then, I was gifted the Ilia See Beyond Triple Serum SPF 40, which is called a triple serum because it's a serum that has vitamin C, niacinamide, and it has SPF in it. So I was gifted this from Ilia, and I'm so appreciative of it because I was gonna buy it anyway because I was so intrigued by this. So I have tone 2, they have 3 tones, and it's going to be a very sheer, kind of invisible type of vitamin C, niacinamide, and SPF. So it's going to brighten, tone, and protect the skin. And I have been loving this. I've only had it for maybe a week and a half at this point. So this is like barely making it into the May favorites, but I have used this like almost every day since I've gotten it, and I love it. So you have to shake it up first. I use about, I think you're supposed to use 1/4 teaspoon for sunscreen. Forgive me if I got my measurement wrong, but I do use a generous amount of this. I'll just say that. I use a generous amount of this and smooth it all over the skin, and this is beautiful. It has a very slight tint to it, nothing that's really gonna cover anything. So if you were wondering if this was anything similar to the Ilia Super Tint, the Super Tint has more coverage, even though that also is very light coverage. But if you saw from the demonstration, I have some breakouts over here, I have some redness, and this doesn't really address that too much. So it really is kind of an invisible type of product. And even when you saw me put it on the skin, the tone of this definitely was like, not my skin tone. And I'll put a little here on the back of my hand so you can see this is not my skin tone, but it blends really nicely into the skin. And so I would say go for the tone that's closest to you, but it's gonna blend into the skin. Now it does have that Ilia Skin Tint fragrance, okay? I don't know what that fragrance is. It is not one of my favorites, but it blends into the skin, and as you apply things on top of your face, you don't smell anymore. So the scent does go away. It's not fragranced because this is a clean brand at Sephora, so it doesn't have fragrance in it. It's just, I don't know what this scent is, but it does blend away. So I'm glad for that. But I highly recommend this one. I really like it. I love that it has vitamin C, niacinamide, and your SPF in it. I have literally washed my face, put my toner on, and just applied this. Now I will say this is not hydrating enough for me to not apply something on top of it. So like if I were to use just this by itself after my toner, then I'll go in with my Yummy Skin Glow Serum on top of it just to give my skin more hydration. Now if you have more combination oily skin, this might be enough, because there is gonna be a slight glow, and this might be enough hydration for your skin. If you've got normal to dry skin, you probably will want to go in with a moisturizer and this, and that's what I do. And I find that also helps this product not to pill, because if I go in with like toner, my serums, and then this, I am pilling. But if I go in with like, this morning, I went in with my, wash my face, toner, serums, Yummy Glow Skin Serum, and then this on top, and I didn't have to wait between putting this on and this on. No pilling, went on so smoothly, and it's amazing. Like, I really enjoy this. I really enjoyed this one. Okay, after that, because I forgot about a product, so I had to go out of order, all right? So I'm gonna go in order of when I apply things, but I will correct myself when I get to the product that I'm talking about. So I picked up the North Face Skin Glass. This is the Highlighting and Healing Face Oil in the Rose Gold shade. So, as most of us might have heard, there was a little bit of a scandal between Natasha Denona and her new skincare product and Skin Glass. So Natasha basically put Skin Glass on her skincare product, and North Face was quite offended by that because she's like, my brand is called Skin Glass, you know, you should have checked with me, yada, yada, yada. Okay, I'm mentioning this because that's how I found out about this brand called Skin Glass. I'd never heard of the brand prior to. So I was interested in Skin Glass because I saw so much support for the brand, and I was like, man, I mean, where have I been? Where have I been? So I picked this up and I have not stopped using it. So what I love about this product is that it's great for the skin, but it makes your skin like glass, okay? Literally like glass. So I got the rose gold shade because every other shade was sold out. And so what I do is, I pretty much just put this all over the face like you saw me do in the demo. And I'm telling you, the glow that you get on the face, but it's not sparkly, glittery, texture or anything like that. It's just, it literally is an oil with a glow. And let me just go ahead and put this out there for y'all. If you take Danessa Myricks Yummy Glow Serum, Ilia's Triple C Beyond Serum, and you top that baby off with this glass skin, the glow gods are going to be jealous of you, and that's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. That combination right there is going to be my summer go-to. It is going to be my summer go-to when I want to put a little something on, but I don't have time to put all the things on. It is stunning. So I pretty much use this every time I put my makeup on too. Like, these three products right here have become absolute staples that I put this on every time I do my makeup. The only time I wouldn't put on the Skin Glass is if I wanted more of like a mattified look. I wouldn't put this on. But for the most part, you all know I love a glow. So I'm gonna be putting it on, okay? Those three products, I would say out of all the products that I'm talking to you about today, there's only 2 other products that I like just as much as those. Those are my favorites. Like, if I had to like condense this video down to 5 favorites, like minus fragrance, it would be, these 3 would be 3 of the 5. That's how much I've been loving those. Okay, now I should have used Pat McGrath's Rose Essence before the Skin Glass oil, but I forgot. But if I were doing this like in the correct order that I prefer to do it, I would have put on Pat McGrath's Rose Essence after I would have put on the Ilia Serum. Y'all, I did not expect to love this product as much as I do. Okay, so I've done a whole review on it, so I will link that video for you if you would like to see it. And it's everything Mother said that it is. It's very hydrating, smoothing of the skin. It smooths out whatever texture you might have on the skin. It blurs the pores a little bit, and it gives you such a lit from within glow to the skin. But it doesn't just sit on top of the skin. The ingredients do sink into the skin, really like making the skin look soft and supple and vibrant. I love, love, love this. So pretty much every time I do my makeup, I am using this product as well. I love it as a primer too. So for today, I kind of didn't mind using it after the Skin Glass because I was able to still get that, I was still able to get the benefits of this product on top of whatever I had laid down on. So usually I will go in with this product, then go in with whatever I'm going to use for my foundation. So I really have been using this as a primer. You can most definitely use this as a part of your skincare regimen. So you can wash, you can use your toner, and you can go in with this, go in with your serums and be about your day. But I mostly like using this as a primer. And when I have used this as like a part of my skincare routine, I'll still go back in with this as a primer because I just really like how it smooths over the skin. I love this. Like, I bought it because I love Pat McGrath, and I was like, I'm sure it's gonna be okay, but I don't know how much I'm gonna love it. I love it, absolutely love it. Most definitely recommend it. Okay, so after that, we went in with Danessa Myricks Balm Powder in the Universal shade. I really do like this as a pore filling primer. So the Balm Powder in the Universal shade is clear, and so I had someone ask me like, how do I use this? Like, what's the best way to use it? And literally you can use it for whatever reason you want to use it for. So the Universal shade, I would most definitely suggest using it as a pore filling primer. I really liked how it diffused the pores like right under here on my nose and on my cheeks, and also on my forehead. You can use it to actually set your makeup as well. So you can use your finger, you can go in with a brush and just apply it on top of your foundation, and that will be your setting powder. It will conceal your oils, trap them, and keep your face oil controlled throughout the day. Or if you have oily eyelids, you can also use this on your eyelids. Let's say you don't want to put eyeshadow on, but you also want to control the oils on your eyelids. You can apply it there. I mean, you can essentially use balm powder anywhere you want to use it, especially the Universal shade. If you have other questions as to how you can use the balm powder, especially in this shade, let me know. Leave it down in the comment section below. But that's what I used today for my pore filling primer. So y'all know I love Danessa Myricks. At this point, I should stop saying that because I think y'all know how much I love her. But if you didn't know, if you're new here, I stand for Danessa Myricks. Like, it is insane. When I sat down to do this video, I was like, I really have to start playing with my other makeup because this whole video is about to just be Danessa Myricks overload. But however, it is what it is. If I love it, I love it, and I can't help it. Anywho, let's continue on. So for the month of May was super busy for me, which is why I did not upload nearly as much as I used to. And I also didn't have time to really do a lot of like super glam makeup. So when I did my makeup in May, I really honed in on the products that I could do my makeup very quickly with, but also still get a very beautiful finish. And it really came down to Danessa Myricks products, the Balm Powder. Balm Powder is where it's at for me, and it will probably be where it's at for me for a very long time. But there were a couple of foundations that I did pull in and out. So when I wasn't wearing Balm Powder solely as my base, I was wearing either the Pat McGrath foundation. I wear shade M17. This is legit like top 5 foundations for me across the board. I cannot live without this foundation. I love it. I swear by it. Quick reasons why I love it: natural finish. I can wear it either just by itself with nothing else on top, or I can glam it up. Just really perfects the skin, and I swear by it. Also, the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. I picked up shade 14W, I want to say in April, because shade 12W, which is the shade that I used to initially review the product with, it's just a smidge too light. 14W is perfection. Perfection. So went in with this foundation today because this is beautiful. I did a whole review on this. I'll link that video for you so you can watch that. So these are the 2 foundations that I've been reaching for in May when I wasn't just using Balm Powder. But if I was just using Balm Powder, I went in with the shade 5. Shade 5 is that girl for me. So for today, I went in with the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation shade 14W, and then I topped it with Yummy Skin shade 5. I have been using Yummy Skin shade 5 as like either my base foundation or to set my foundation. And I did a whole review on the Balm Powders as well. She was so kind to send me 5 of the shades, so I'll link that video for you. It was very in-depth, so if you have a lot of questions about Balm Powder, I suggest that you watch that video, but you can also leave them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to help you. So I can't say enough things about the Balm Powder. Now, in my review of the Balm Powders, I initially said I had some dry patches, and I was like, I'll report back as to how I use it to make my skin the way I like it, and I have figured it out. Okay, so essentially I just needed to hydrate more, and she does say that if you have drier skin, you can most definitely use balm powder, but you do need to hydrate your skin as you normally would, especially if you were going to wear a more mattified type of base. So for me, the best products that I have been using to hydrate my skin are going to be her Yummy Glow Serum, and then like I said, I've been using the Skin Glass, and then this product here by Ilia. However, you don't have to use all that. If I literally just go in with the Yummy Glow Serum, that works just as well. You can see my skin now looks very hydrated, looks very glowy and juicy. And the areas of my face that I felt used to look a little dry with the balm powder, which is like right around my mouth and like along my forehead, they don't look like that anymore. They don't feel dry at all. And my skin never felt dry. I just felt like it looked dry. So those are my tips if you have more drier skin, you wanna try balm powder, or let's say you have it and you're just like, my skin's looking a little dry. It's probably not as hydrated as it needs to be. Go in with your hydrating primers, and at least for me, the balm powder has been bae, okay? Bae. All right, so I haven't used a lot of concealer this month because I've just been using balm powder. But when I did want to use concealer, it was either Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate, or I saw a little hack that Danessa did and I was like, I want to try it. So she suggests taking your foundation, like let's say you have your foundation in a lighter shade. So sorry, I was looking for it. So I have the Yummy Serum Foundation in shade 12W. And then taking her Color Fix in shade Carrot Top, mixing them together, and now you've got your perfect corrector concealer. So I wanted to show you all both of these in action. And I didn't forget to do the correcting stage before I put foundation on. Initially, I just had in my head like, I'm gonna use the Tom Ford concealer. But then I was like, well, what if some people have questions as to how I would mix these two? So that's why I put my foundation on, and then I was like, I'll just correct myself and then put Tom Ford on top. So that's why I did that. So as you can see, you need the slightest bit for this little hack. And as a matter of fact, the amount of this concealer that you see me applying to the face is too much. When I say it's too much, I didn't need that much of the Color Fix. And if you saw, you need a smidge of it. So depending on how dark your hyperpigmentation is, will determine the saturation of Carrot Top to foundation. Or you could use a concealer, but for my mom, I bought this for my mom. She just goes straight in with Color Fix Carrot Top on its own. She uses the slightest amount, and then she puts her foundation on top. And it works, y'all. So I love peachy toned concealers. I love peachy toned complexion products as well. Like, that's just my favorite. So mixing Carrot Top and then the Yummy Serum Foundation in shade 12W gave me a very nice, like, peachy to orange tone type of concealer corrector shade. And then I went in with the Tom Ford concealer. This bad boy is very, very, very full coverage, but it's very lightweight on the skin, so hydrating. It doesn't excessively crease, which I was very shocked about, because with it being so hydrating, I just assumed it would also be more prone to creasing, and it doesn't. So that's why I said, this is so good. I wish I would have picked it up sooner and not waited, but I'm glad that I have it now. But like I said, not gonna tell you that you need it, but I am gonna say, if you were even thinking you might want to get it, I'ma just say you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And if you're interested in trying Color Fix in shade Carrot Top, yes, go ahead and get it. After that, I wanted to let the face sit for a moment, so I moved on to the eyes. So once again, haven't been wearing the most makeup in May, but when I did do eye makeup, this is what I reached for. So still really enjoying the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions Rose palette, the Major Dimensions 2 palette. Love this palette, did a full review on it. So a lot of times when I did want to do an eye look, I would reach for this one. I also really enjoy the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams Quad. That's what I'm wearing today. I love this. So in my review of the Rose Dimensions palette, I said that if you wanted a smaller version of this palette, you could go with this one by Charlotte Tilbury. But if you want an even smaller, if I can say more simplified version of either one of these, Danessa Myricks Color Fix in the shades Coins and Alien. I have either been wearing those two palettes or I've just been wearing these Color Fix shades together, and that's it. So this is what Coins and Alien looks like. So this is Coins right here. This is a matte type of shade, and then Alien is this foiled shade right here. And they're so stunning. And if you were to take Alien, I'm gonna take what's left on my hand and apply it on top of Coins, it's just, this is Alien and Coins together. It's so stunning. And if you know anything about Color Fix, once it's applied and it's set, it's not gonna move. So when I have used eyeshadow, especially if I needed something quick, I would just reach for these Color Fix products because I was like, I need to do a quick little eye look, but I need to be quick. And I can get Color Fix on, blend it in, and be out the door. Especially if you love the tones in the Pillow Talk Dreams or the Rose Major Dimensions palette, I really think you would also enjoy these two by Color Fix. After eyes, I went in with some eyeliner. So Jaclyn Hill came out with her Luxe Legacy collection that she did with her mom, and I did review the majority of those products, so I'll link that video for you as well. And I really have been enjoying her powder, her eye pencils, and her lip products the most. The eyeshadow palette, it's nice, but it's not anything that's like groundbreaking, and because the tones are very neutral to cool tone, if you like eyeshadow, you probably already have those shades or shades like it. As do I. So I say the palette is nice, but like it definitely wasn't, you know, the star of the show for me. But these pencils I really have been enjoying. So I picked up two shades. I picked up her black brown shade, which I'll swatch here. Her mom wanted this shade because she said she would always take her black eyeliner, put it on, and then she would put a brown eyeliner on top, and she wanted one just all in one. And I was like, I'm here for that too, because I love brown eyeliners, but you know, sometimes you want something a little deeper than brown, but not so deep as black. So I think she did this one very well. So here is her black brown shade, and then this shade right here, I think this is called Love Letter, I want to say. And I have been using this one. What is it called? Blackberry. I have been using Blackberry so much. For it to be more of like a reddish eyeliner, I was like, well, first of all, is this gonna make me look like my eyes are bleeding? Number one, no, it's what I'm wearing today. And y'all know I love pink eyeshadow too. So this Blackberry shade really goes well with a lot of my pink toned looks. And these are quite long wearing, and they stay on. Like, I'm trying to wipe it off now, and I don't have anything on the cotton pad. And as you can see, like, they're kind of hanging in there. So these are pretty long lasting. They've got some good wear to them, very smooth. I really like them. I'm glad I picked them up. So put those eyeliners on. I went in, like I said, with the Blackberry shade. And then lashes. So I love these lashes. So I recently found out about this brand called Curl Bible. These lashes are called Melanie Lashes, and they are stunning. So I am wearing them. So this lash kit comes with 3 pairs of lashes. I'll show it this way so you can see what they look like. So this is an up-close view of what the lashes look like. They have different styles of the lashes. And what I like is that you get 3 pairs of these lashes, and these are lashes that you can most definitely reuse like time and time and time again. And it comes with the applicator, and you can also use their lash glue eyeliner. So you can use this pen, apply the glue like you would any type of eyeliner, and then pop the lashes on top. I honestly just use my Duo Quick Set lash glue because I really love that, and it works well. So these are not like a magnetic type of lash. They're just regular faux lashes. But I love this style. And the style is Melanie. And then also, here's the pen. I love the packaging. I mean, look at this. This is like a whole gift in of itself. I thought this was beautiful, and I'm like, yeah, I will definitely keep this to store my lashes in because it's just so pretty. So they have other styles. I most definitely want to pick up some other styles, but those are the lashes I really have been enjoying this month, and they're just like very lightweight, very cute and flirty, not over the top, but most definitely there. Love them. Okay. After lashes, just if you are wondering, for mascara, I went in with the Lancome Lashy Doll Mascara. For my brows, Kosas is doing 20% off on their website until June the 9th. So if you're ever interested in any Kosas products, this is a great time to get them. So I love the Kosas brow, the Air Brow. I use this every time I do my brows, whether I actually go in with a pencil afterwards or I just use this to just groom the brows. I love going in with this first to just put my brows in place. And the product is just enough to give a tint to the brows, but it doesn't make the brow hairs too messy or too sticky or too like crunchy. They just do a nice soft hold. And then for today, I was watching Morgan Turner's reel talking about best like #1 product from luxury brands at Sephora, and she said from Gucci that their brow pencil was #1. This is my first time using it, and I will say I like it. I'll let you know how I feel about it after some uses, but that's what I have on my brows, if you were wondering. Bronzer, cream bronzers. This is the season of cream bronzers, and I am here for all of it. So I did a review comparing the new Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer to the NARS cream bronzer. And of the two, so far, I've been reaching for the NARS one more. I love this tone of bronzer. It's just like the perfect neutral, sorta cool type of bronzer. This is the Cream Laguna bronzer in shade 03. And in both of these bronzer videos, I do a lot of other comparisons with other cream bronzers. So check out those videos if you're interested in, you know, what shades this might be similar to. With the Charlotte Tilbury one, I still really love this one. I have 2 shades, medium and tan. Love both the shades. We'll use tan more than medium because I like the warmer look of the tan shade, and because we're coming up in warmer weather, I just like the warmer glow that it gives to my skin. So I was actually thinking about putting on a little bit of the tan shade from Charlotte Tilbury to give my skin a more warm type of look, but I just left it with the NARS one. Love it. Very creamy, not too emollient, this NARS one. But it leaves a beautiful radiance on the skin. Charlotte Tilbury is going to be a little bit less glowy than the NARS one because it has a more opaque base to it. So this looks a little more mattified on the skin, but definitely has like a radiance, not a glow, but a radiance. Love both formulas. Like formula-wise, I still don't know which one I like better. I've just been picking up the NARS one more. But highly recommend both. I think they're both beautiful, amazing products. And as like a little honorary mention, just a little honorary mention, the Mario Skin Enhancer might be onto something. I have shade medium dark, did a review on the Perfector and the Enhancer. I'm gonna admit the Perfector, that's the more powder-like product. But this Enhancer though, Yes, I do like it. Watch my review for more details. Like I said, it's not a favorite because like the product, I think I just put the review up like Saturday. So can't say it's really a favorite yet, but I have been reaching for it and I do like it. All right, so after bronzer, went in with a cheek product for blush. Still loving the Charlotte Tilbury Multi Glow product, and this is in the shade called Dreamlight. This is the deeper shade, and I have been loving just the subtle hint of color, but the glow that it leaves on the cheek. And I've been loving this when I don't necessarily want color on the cheeks, but I want like very slight color, but just radiance. That's when I usually pick this one up. Or if like it's just a quick makeup day and I just want a nice glow to the cheeks, once again with like light color, I've been picking this one up. And then powder. So after I applied that, I went in with the Jaclyn X Robin powder. This is the Powder Move Loose Setting Powder in the shade Sheer Medium. This is such a beautiful setting and finishing powder. It does have a glow to it. So if you don't like glowy powders, you're not gonna like this one. But I love how finely milled it is. And I love just like the perfecting glow that it leaves. It also does help to diminish pores as well. And it does give you like a filter-like effect on the skin. So I have really been enjoying this. Like out of this whole collection, I don't know if this is my favorite. This is like, out of the whole collection, I would say the eyeliner in Blackberry is my #1, and then this would be #2. Like, but they're very, very closely ranked together. So really have been enjoying this one. Love it. And I didn't use this product today, but I have used this product a lot in May. I've been loving the Danessa Myricks Duet Balm. This is the shade Sweetwater. This is her newest shade. I also have Hot Water over there. Yes, Hot Water's over there. Hot Water is more of like a golden shade, and then Sweetwater is more like this peachy tone shade. So also on days when I'm just putting on just very glowy, like summertime fine makeup, I don't want a lot of makeup, but I still want a very nice refined glow, I'll use this as like my blush shade for just a light hint of color and glow to the cheeks. Oh, so stunning. These two together, you just can't stop me. You just can't stop me. So really have been loving this shade. This particular product I think is really interesting because you can put it on top of powder as well. And as glowy and glossy as it is, it does not pick up your powder underneath, which I was quite shocked about because I just knew it was, but it doesn't. And it stays on the skin pretty well too. It's got a nice longevity to be such a glossy, glowy product. So I've been loving that. And then lips. Tara Lynn, our very own, collaborated with Christian Audette, and she came up with 2 new shades to their brand. I'm so proud of her. Tara, you know I love you. And she wanted to create the perfect peach lipstick with a complimentary pinky peach lip gloss, and Tara did it, y'all. So this is her lipstick in the shade Bare Nectar. I highly suggest you pick this up, especially if you love a good peachy lipstick. This is the satin formula from Christian Audette. So creamy and smooth, but if you know anything about their lipsticks, they last all day long. So highly suggest you pick this up. You can, right now these two are not sold separately. They are sold in a bundle. And I do have a discount code with the brand, so I'll leave that down in the description box if you'd like to check it out and use it. And then here is her lip gloss in the shade Ray. And these two together, these two have been living in my purse. And you know, when a lip product just stays in your purse, that's a product that you're using all the time. I love this. And when I put this lip combo on today, I was like, you know, it doesn't like totally go with my eye look, but it still complements it. And I was just like, you know what? We're gonna have a little peachy pink because, you know, the eye looks more pink based, but then the lip gloss is pinky peach. It's just stunning. She really did a phenomenal job with this. And I've seen this duo on deeper complexions and it's beautiful. Vicky J looks amazing in it. Like, it's a really beautiful collection. For today, I did go in with a lip liner by Christian Audette, my favorite lip liner from the brand and absolutely one of my favorite lip liners just in general. And the shade is Nude Sandals. So I went in with this first. I'll swatch this so you can see it right here. Their lip liners are the longest lasting lip liners that I own. I'm telling you, the best lip liners, the most long lasting lip liners that I own. Very creamy, but very long lasting. So I went in with that first and then went in with the lip products. But I can most definitely wear the shade Bare Nectar by itself with no lip liner, and I can also do it with the lip gloss. So you don't need a lip liner if you're around my complexion or lighter. I just like this lip liner with this lip color together, so that's why I used it. And then lastly, a couple of utensils for makeup. So Artiste, y'all remember that brand? I remember when they like blew up on social media, and at the time I could not afford their makeup brushes, but I really wanted to try them. They reached out to me and sent me a couple of their brushes. So this is the brush, I think this is the medium size. I'll have it linked down in the D box. But I have been loving this to apply foundation and my Balm powder with it. I think this is such a beautiful foundation. Very, very soft. I mean, and it applies the product so quickly because it's so dense. And it's just a beautiful brush. So this is one I've been reaching for as of late, almost more than the Rose & Ben C41 brush. Now don't take this as in I don't like it. I still love this brush. I still use it all the time. You saw me use it today to apply my cream bronzer. But I really have been loving this one as well. And then they also sent over their newest brush, and I forgot what this is called, but it's so uniquely shaped, but it is so good as well. So I will apply my base products with this, and then I will also contour with it. You can apply like powder under the eye or cream products under the eye because of this tip right here. Like, this is a beautiful all over face, all over product type of brush. I think it's beautiful too. So I've been reaching for that one. They sent me one other brush that I haven't used yet, but I will use it soon and report back. This is their Digit S Oval 8 brush. Very, very soft. I mean, these brushes, like, I think back to when people were hyping them up, and I'm like, they were definitely hyping them up for good reason. Like, it just wasn't the hype at the time. They are so soft. So very excited to have sampled these brushes because these two most definitely have been making it in my daily makeup routine, with me using this one the most. Like, this is my favorite out of the two that I've been using. And then lastly, Beautylicious Sonia G sent over Sonia G's new, this is called Hinoki, I think that's how you pronounce it, brush set. It is a limited edition. It's so beautiful. If you know Sonia G, you know her brushes are just some of the best that your face will ever experience. And I didn't do a dedicated video to the brushes or these brushes, but I can if you want me to. But I will say they're very soft. I've been loving this one to apply blush or powder bronzer. And then this one is perfect for applying like powder under the eye or like very specifically applied highlighter to the face. You could also apply blush with it as well. So really love these. I think these would be great for travel because the handles are not too long. You can easily plop them into, you know, your travel makeup bag. And between these two brushes, you can really do a nice full face of base products with both of these. So very thankful to have these brushes, but I love them too, and I definitely recommend them. And guys, that is it. That is it. So let me know your favorite products from May. You guys know I want to hear them. Did I talk about any of your favorites in this video? Like I said, definitely check out Dossier. I promise you, you will not regret the fragrances. They're so good. And like I mentioned before, all of the products that I have used today will be linked down in the description box below. And let's not forget, if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.